Have you ever made a sales pitch only to be faced with sales objections? How do you handle and best handle that situation? If you found yourself in this predicament, I have some excellent tips for you here today. Hi, I'm Doug C. Brown, and in this video, I'm going to take you through how you can expertly navigate sales objections. First and foremost, you must expect those objections because they're part of business. And when you're faced with objections, even if they seem insignificant or minor to you, do not crush them. Remember that objection is a form of fear or discomfort that a potential buyer feels, so trying to crush that objection, you're immediately breaking rapport. This can lead and cause a potential buyer to lose trust, which could likely cost you the sale, and your aim should be to tactfully resolve the objection in a way that everyone wins. If you win and your client also wins, you are protecting both the sale and the relationship with the client. So we've established that objections are bound to come up. This gives you the power to prepare in advance and avoid being caught off guard. But how do you prepare for those objections? Well, first, you must determine which objections you're likely to face. For example, money and time tend to be common objections. You can also get an idea of the most prevalent objections by reviewing past experiences with your clients. Now that you identified the most frequent objections, you can reduce them by addressing them up front and integrating them into your marketing and into your presentations. In most cases, you are resolving objections brought forward by prospective clients. However, sometimes you can actually be the instigator of that objection. Let me explain. Our upbringing influences our values and beliefs, and it shapes our outlook on various issues. When you have a particular mindset and you're engaged with somebody who has a different outlook, it becomes extremely easy to collide. You, therefore, need to be aware of the objections that you can cause due to your perspective. As an illustration, let's say you grew up in a household where you had to negotiate at every single turn. Even if you get what you want now, you'll still want to negotiate. Due to your environment growing up, and negotiation will be so ingrained in you that you'll find yourself evoking negotiation type objections to come up in your presentations or in your sales conversations. So please be clear on what type of objections clients might have, as well as the ones that you might be bringing to the table, and address those up front. Please understand that very often, even if you were well prepared prior to a presentation or a sales call, those objections still might show up, and that's okay. It just means there is still some fear or discomfort that the potential buyer feels, so the worst thing that you could do is crush those objections, ignore them, or even try to avoid them. Because very often, people who are selling to a potential buyer do not know how to resolve objections in a win-win fashion, so they end up reacting emotionally to what they hear or take the objection as a personal rejection. So upon hearing an objection, allow logic to take control over your emotions and have a system in place to help you do so. And by having a system, I don't mean having a one-size-fits-all scripts as readily available answers to objections. For example, with a script, if the seller hears an objection, the price is too high, they might ask the following question: compared to what? Unfortunately, though, that answer will not work in every scenario. Because of this, a one-size-fits-all script doesn't work a lot of the time. After spending hundreds of thousands of hours on sales conversations, I've created rules that I have found will always resolve objections in a win-win fashion. And the first rule is breathe and relax, as this will allow you to stop and think for a moment instead of reacting emotionally. In my next video, I'm going to talk more about these rules. There are 9 of them, so keep an eye out for it. Thanks for watching, and if you've enjoyed this video and found it useful, please like it and subscribe to my channel to hear more about my sales revenue growth insights. Also, please comment and let me know your thoughts, as well as what you would like to see me talk about next. Thanks so much. Have a great day, and to your success.